It's a slightly dark video. Hi Cakenistas, it's Marisha. How are you all? I am doing fabulously, darling. I have a delicious, read it. I have a delicious video. You guys, this is a video like no other on my channel, but yet something that I've been wanting to do for the past decade. Cakenistas, we are going to make a teriyaki salmon cupcake. Now you may be thinking that's gonna be disgusting. What is she about to do? What's gonna be her frosting? Oh my goodness, is it cake? Whatever. You'll have to watch the video to see, period. But aside from that, this video is so special because I partnered with Nakano knives. You know, everybody wants to like have the best knife in the world, and I've literally been collecting knives since I was 16 years old, starting culinary arts school. Trying to get my degree, trying to slice it up, chop it up, and dice it up right. But we will get into it. I will show you what I'm talking about. So if you have not done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Do it. Press on the notification bell. And let's get started. Okay, Cakenistas, hey you guys. The first thing that I'm going to do is make my muffin batter. Now, I want this to be a fun combination of cornbread and cake. So I'm going to use half a box of Jiffy, which is about 1/3 of a cup. And then I'm also going to use 1/3 of a cup of the secret ingredient. You ready? Vanilla cake mix. Yes, trust me on this. A famous barbecue place does this, or did this, because they're kind of going out of business. But anyway, so after I add that cake mix, I'm going to add in a half cup of milk. You can use whatever milk you like. All I had at the moment was actually almond milk. I'm also going to put in 1 egg and give that a mix. And you guys, that is the base. It's gonna be great. Okay, if you want to do this from scratch, please feel free. Now, if you like a more savory type of cornbread, don't do the cake mix. You can just stick with the Jiffy or stick with your own cornbread recipe and even add in some type of corn flour that's got a thicker granule. So I'm going to give that a mix, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that into my prepared cupcake pan. This is enough for about 6 cupcakes. So if you would like to do a full dozen, go ahead and use the whole box and do a half cup to 2/3 of a cup of cake mix. This is going to bake in a 350-degree preheated oven for 16 to 17 minutes, or just until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Now let's move on to our salmon. I have some fresh salmon fillets here. I'm looking at it like, why is it cut like this? I've never seen a salmon quite this shape, but okay, we're gonna work with it. So I am going to go ahead and season my salmon with some onion powder, some dill, some garlic powder. I also like to use some coriander powder, ground coriander, and some ground ginger would have been delicious. I just ran out though, because you know it is baking season, so I'm doing a lot of that. I'm going to put all of my seasonings onto my fillet, and then I'm going to finish with some sea salt and a drizzle of olive oil. Now, before we go any further, let's stop and talk about this knife that I'm about to use. It was love at first sight, and then it was love at first slice. It's gorgeous. I mean, a comfortable wooden handle, a gorgeous blade. This is their Mito Santoku knife. Them sending me the knife to try was one thing, but they actually gave us a discount code. Oh my gosh. From the 16th to the 29th of October, they've prepared a special offer of 20% off. So after the 29th, it's back down to 10%, but right now it is 20% off. That is a steal. Check the description for the link down below and all that you need to know. Oh. Okay, now I start rubbing my spices into my salmon, and that's when I'm like, what is going on here? No, this is not two fillets. Why didn't I know that this was two fillets on top of each other? So for my cupcakes, I was thinking of doing round salmon. So I found my cookie cutter. This was ridiculous to cut. I just imagined circle shaped salmon on top of a circle cupcake, right? You get what I'm saying? You know I have to experiment in my videos. I just do. It's just who I am. But we're gonna do a few of both. So I'm going to cut out some. This is just so, it makes no sense. It would be better with like a metal cutter, but I'm gonna go behind it with a knife. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut out a few pieces of salmon using that circle cutter, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take that other fillet. Thank goodness there are two fillets here. And I'm going to make small squares of salmon. It's probably about 1 to 2 ounces per piece, maybe 1.5 ounces per piece. Perfect size for a cupcake. So now I'm going to cook my salmon. I have a skillet here. I'm going to put some olive oil in there. This is on high, as you can see. It started smoking almost right away. I want to get a nice crisp on my salmon because I'm going to cook it all the way through while it's in the pan. It's only going to take but a couple minutes on each side. They're very small pieces and my pan was preheating. So once your fish is naturally non-stick, that's when you know it is time to flip over. Do not force your salmon to flip over if it's not released from the pan naturally. Okay, just a little chef tip. So I'm going to remove my salmon from the pan, put it off to the side, and add in my next few pieces. I just had to give you guys a little bit of that sizzle sound. It is so gorgeous. Now these my dog started playing with me, and so they got a little bit blackened is what some people call them, you know, but they were still good. They were so crispy. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna put our salmon off to the side right now, and we're going to make our teriyaki sauce. I have some fresh ginger here that I'm going to slice and then mince down using my amazing knife. Might I add, this knife is perfect for when you have something that you're trying to be precise with. It is extremely sharp, it is ready to go, and it is so comfortable to hold. So we're gonna put this ginger in our small pan, and now this is when you can use all of those sauces that you've been gathering from your Chinese food takeout for the past few weeks or so. Go ahead and grab a few packs of soy sauce. I did about 5 packs of soy sauce and a half pack of that hot sauce. This is going to add a nice spiciness to your teriyaki sauce. I'm then going to add in some brown sugar and some garlic powder. We're going to let this come down to a simmer and kind of reduce a little bit on top of the stove. While that's reducing and doing its thing, let's make our frosting. Or as you may or may not have guessed, mashed potatoes. I have some golden potatoes that I've already boiled until tender for about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to peel them, put them in a bowl, and add in some butter. I didn't have any heavy cream, but that's okay. I have plenty of sour cream. So we're going to add in some sour cream. I also did a little bit of adobo, about a half teaspoon or so to taste. And then I'm going to whisk that up with my electric mixer until completely creamy and completely smooth, because I do want to pipe this out. So when you're piping out mashed potatoes, you want to make sure that you get rid of all of those lumps and it is completely smooth, just like a buttercream frosting would be. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh my goodness, and it smells amazing. Our muffins have come out of the oven looking absolutely perfect, top, bottom, and all the way through. And now, just like we would do any old cupcake, we are going to pipe our mashed potatoes onto this cupcake. You guys, if anyone were to look at this, I mean seriously, they're not going to be like, oh, this is cornbread cake and mashed potatoes, or really like I guess it's like a sweet cornbread, right? Should we call it cornbread cake or just a sweet cornbread? And then we're going to put some salmon on top. These are perfect sized pieces of salmon for this cupcake. And I don't know, those round ones came out a little bit wonky. I'm definitely leaning more towards the square ones. Look, I was like, let me not even play around. My teriyaki sauce has now reduced into a nice glaze. I'm going to turn it into a true sauce by adding in cornstarch slurry. That's just about, I'm going to say, a third cup of water and a tablespoon or so of cornstarch. I went ahead and added that to my pan and let it reduce, let it bubble, let it thicken up. And now I've got this gorgeous teriyaki sauce that I can put in a small bag, nip off the corner, and drizzle on top of the cupcake. I make a mean teriyaki sauce first off, okay? Teriyaki sauce is a very easy sauce to make. You never have to buy it in a bottle, please. Please don't, okay? Just make it yourself. Do some chopped garlic. I didn't have any, but just add in some minced garlic and you're good. I need to garnish my cupcakes, so I'm going to use some green onions. That is perfect. You can use green onions or chives. Just slice them nice and thin on a bias and you are ready to go. My glaze is in a sandwich bag with the corner cut off. I'm going to drizzle that. Look at the drizzle of the glaze, you guys. Come on now. What are we doing over here? Are we like preparing for foodie season? Is this gourmet or is this gourmet? Is this gorgeous or is this gorgeous? I'm just asking the questions because y'all. Yum. Hello. We have some teriyaki salmon cupcakes. Now, obviously while you're decorating, this is going to get cold. So right before you eat it or right before you serve, put it in the oven or keep it in a warmer for just 5 minutes or so. Okay? Or I guess even a microwave. We do use those now, don't we? And then put your green onions on top at the end. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Couture and a teriyaki salmon cupcake. Bye, guys. Let's get some of everything. Yum, yum. Ooh, those mashed potatoes are so creamy. That fish is delicious. Oh, I can make a sauce. Perfect combination of cake and cornbread. This was a fun video to make, and these cupcakes are delicious. I can see me bringing these to the dinner party, to the holiday party, you know, something similar. Just having that be the talk of the event. The cake needs to comment of the day is going to go to Pumpkin Puna 4087. On my I've ruined her wedding day cake tales video, Pumpkin says, have you ever tried cinnamon sticks in your tea? So good. The fact that that was your comment on that video, that is so nice. Because you could have told me how horrible of a person I am. But instead, you asked me if I've ever put cinnamon sticks in tea. And yes, I have. I've put cinnamon sticks in just about every drink. Mainly hot chocolate. But in my chai tea, yes, and it is delicious. I don't know what made you ask me that. Was it the tea that I was drinking? It might have been the tea that I was drinking. But anyway, thank you so much, Pumpkin, for commenting. If you would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below, and you have to be subscribed. You also gotta like this video right here. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, Cake Niesta. Alexa, how do you spell teriyaki?
Teriyaki is spelled T-A-K-I.
Oh. What is wrong with me? Why did I put teriyaki? Why did I put teriyaki? I know how to spell teriyaki. I don't know what's going on. I was just... Oh. I'm not doing this over. I know how to spell, okay? I graduated summa cum laude. I know how to spell teriyaki. And yes, the X is on purpose. I ran out of K's, okay? But why did I put teriyaki? Terry better yake. Oh my gosh, that is so embarrassing. But we don't judge here. We don't judge here. I don't judge y'all when y'all be saying stuff in the comments and it's all typoed out and misspelled. Okay, I don't be like saying it, and then even when I read the comments, I just read it the way that you meant it to be. So, you know, show me some grace. That's all I'm saying. Teriyaki. I can't believe I did that.